What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with another update with Pork Chop. But before I get started leaving, you probably can't see it because it's dark, but my wife gave me this little bitty thing of hand sanitizer that we found behind the couch yesterday, or Sunday. So there we go. And it has a nice little scent to it. It almost smells like lime, like they put like some lime juice in it, but it smells really good. So I'm out, I'm leaving. Had a long day today. For the wholesaler, I delivered out of town. And like I told y'all last night, I knew that I was going to deliver out of town. I just didn't know how far I was going to deliver out of town. Had to go 2 hours east and then go 2 more hours southeast after the fact, or an hour southeast after the fact. And then a hour southwest, pretty much. It was ridiculous. I delivered to 5 different shops, and one of them was a small little town in Oklahoma that I'd never been to before and never heard of until today, or actually yesterday when they told me about it. But I was a little paranoid because my GPS did not work. My GPS does not work with these small little towns around here. When I get 2 hours out of the way, my GPS is like, sorry, bro, I'm just not going to work today. Appreciate you, though. Thanks for paying X amount of dollars per month, but I'm not going to work. Thanks. So I'm like, oh, that's fantastic. So luckily, one of the shops I knew how to get to without the GPS. And so as soon as I got to that shop and dropped everything off, I asked, like, hey, what's the quickest way to get to this town? And they said, oh, well, it's pretty much, you pretty much take a straight shot all the way there, and then you make a left once you get to this town, and it's pretty much like another, 30 to 45 minutes to get there. So I got a little paranoid, so I stopped in that town before, and I'm like, okay, how do I get to this other town in Oklahoma? And they're like, oh, literally, you just turn left at this light, and you pretty much keep going until it tells you that you're there. And I'm like, all right, cool. So that's what I did. But the town in between that town, the town in between the town that I had to deliver to, Jesus, had a population of 110 people. So I was like, literally, the sign said, blank Oklahoma, population 110. I was like, oh my goodness. But I delivered to these shops, and some of these shop owners, they really wanted to talk. There were 3 of them that actually stopped me as I was leaving, that they just wanted to talk. So one shop is in this small town in Oklahoma, and they were talking about how they've been impacted a little bit, but they have no confirmed cases in their small town, so they're happy about that. But apparently the town 40 miles from there has over 20 cases or 40 cases or something like that. But they were just talking about how the virus has kind of screwed them over, and that they couldn't work really for a month, and they're just now getting back on their feet, and things are turning around. And pretty much that town is just known for antique shopping and grabbing a bite to eat before you hit the road and hit the next town, something like that. So they told me that. And then the next shop I delivered to, they wanted to talk about the coronavirus. They wanted to talk about a funeral they were working on. And this funeral, they are actually allowing people to go to the viewing of this funeral. But they have to do it in groups. And the groups have to wear masks, they have to wear gloves, and they cannot let the next group in until everybody from the previous group is out of the building and, finish paying their respects, pretty much. So that's how funerals are probably going to operate for a while, and then in the future. So key words here are slowly getting back to normal, ? Because Greg Abbott, our governor, announced that Friday, we're reopening on Friday. As far as I know, it's restaurants and, hair salons and tattoo parlors and stuff like that. have mixed feelings about it. Let's just say that. One, according to multiple reports and a few people I've talked to, we haven't hit our spike yet. We haven't even reached our pinnacle yet. So instead of it being like a roller coaster ride where we just climb up and up and up and then we drop, and then once we get up to that altitude, we're done, and it decreases after that. We haven't hit that top yet. We haven't hit that peak. We haven't peaked, according to some of these statistics and stuff like that. And I'd much rather trust science over politics. I understand why they want to reopen the state. Texas has a big economy, and if we close down for another month or two, we're not going to declare bankruptcy or anything. I think we're one of the richest states in the country, but it's just, I don't know. I'm cautious. I'm like, because I started hearing reports like the restaurant that my dad works at here in town, Jorge's, they're opening back up on Friday, and they posted something on. Somebody posted an article on Facebook about how Jorge, the owner, is getting them prepped for the reopening on Friday. And my dad was actually featured in the headline photo. So my dad was wearing a mask and wearing gloves, and he was prepping food. And so that was kind of cool that I got to see my dad on Facebook for the first time. Besides, my sisters and I posting pictures of him and all that stuff, because my dad doesn't have Facebook. He thinks it's stupid. He thinks social media is stupid, and is the reason for the decline of Western civilization. I'm just kidding. I made that last part up. But so, I've been praying that the restaurants reopen, but I don't think it's the right time yet. But that's not for me to determine. These restaurants aren't going to open up 100% full blown. You can have the capacity and you're good. Now, I believe that some of these restaurants are going to have like a certain percentage of capacity that they have to meet, and like you can only stay and you can only serve X amount of people. So if a restaurant has like a capacity of like 100 people, then they can do like 20 to 30 and call it good, is what I'm understanding about the whole thing. And so went on a tangent like that. So, one, do you think it's too soon for states to reopen? I kind of do, but again, that's not my call. That's not for me to determine. And hopefully this doesn't come back to bite us in the ass, because if we get more cases of, confirmed positive tests or deaths or anything like that, then obviously we're going to have to shut the hell back down. And I don't know, man. And then also all these reports that baseball could be starting as late as June, late June is what they were talking about, and doing a 100-game season. And instead of AL versus NL, they're going to break it up by regions. Apparently it's going to be 4 different regions. So obviously, down in this region, it's going to be like, the Rangers and the Astros and the Diamondbacks, the Rockies. I'm just going to call that. That's probably what it's going to be like. And a handful of other teams, obviously. But that's what I'm going to call, is what it's going to be. So we're not going to have, the Angels or the Athletics or anything like that, or the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are probably going to be up there, probably with like the Yankees and the Mets and all that. If I'm making a prediction here, don't know what the thing is set in stone. It's just they're looking at options to reopen for the season. And college football apparently might not start on time. They might have to delay that for a few weeks, but again, we'll just have to wait and see. It's a lot of wait and see. It's a lot of hurry up and wait with this damn virus, man. And anyway, so yeah, question number 2. Would you be okay with your sports season starting a little later than usual if you know that everything is going to be hunky-dory, A+, 100, not good? So that's question number 2. If you don't like sports, then what about the restaurants and the stores and the nail salons and the beauty parlors and the tattoo parlors and all that? What do you think about that? And then question number 3 that I got for you is, oh, and by the way, thank y'all so much for the participation yesterday with the Monday vlog that I did. I really appreciate y'all's input. And so question number 3, the last question of the night, before I call it good, is how many marshmallows can you fit in your mouth? There we go. There we go. You ever played Chubby Bunny? That's what it is. I know it's a sorority girl game, but my sister and I played it once, and I beat my sister because I obviously have a bigger mouth than my sister. Everybody knows that. So anyway, there you go. That's question number 3. Also, I got to show y'all this. I don't know if y'all can see this because it's dark, but my wife got me this car freshie, and it's a middle finger. It's a middle finger, and it smells like black ice, and it's wonderful. So my wife gave it to me just for shits and giggles, and I love it. It's fantastic. So thank you so much to my wife for giving me that gift. That's a little gag gift that she gave me. And yeah, also I took a little time today because I knew that I wasn't going to have Wi-Fi, so I downloaded what I could of the First Church playlist, and that's what I listened to for most of my deliveries this morning. And then once I got into towns that had LTE and not 1X, when I see that 1X across my phone, that irks the ever-living piss out of me. But it's neither here nor there. So, I listened to, we watched a movie, their podcast, and I watched I listened to their ranking on the scariest Michael Myers that you want to encounter. It's not the best Michael Myers portrayal. It's not the best Halloween movie. It's which Michael do you not want to go toe-to-toe with, from least to greatest. And theirs were pretty cool, and I actually agreed with their number 1. But I was like thinking about that, like, oh my God, okay, so if I saw like part 4 Michael Myers, running up to me with a knife, how screwed am I? Or if I saw The Curse of Michael Myers, running up to me with a knife, how screwed am I? If I saw the Rob Zombie Halloween, or the Halloween 2018, or the original 1978 Michael Myers, it's just pretty much that was the scale. So if you guys, bonus question, what Michael Myers do you not want to encounter? You can go ahead and answer that. If you don't watch horror movies, then don't worry about it. And also, just for shits and giggles, I joined the We Watched the Movie fan Facebook page, and actually sent both of the guys a friend request. And Mike accepted it. Jay didn't accept it, and it's not like he rejected it. He just hasn't accepted it yet. He might by the time I get into the house, maybe. But Mike's a really cool guy. And of course, at the end of the video, they always end it with, I kind of stole this. Just saying it right now. I kind of stole this when Chris and I do the pick'em. And when Chris says, make good choices, and I always say, especially in the goddamn pick'em. I stole that from We Watched the Movie, because at the end of the video, Mike says, we love your fucking faces, and if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and get some goddamn wham up in you. I said goddamn. And I kind of stole that, especially in the goddamn pick'em. Chris doesn't know that. Chris probably thinks that I just made that up, but I took that from We Watched the Movie because I'm that big of a fan. So that's my little tip of the cap to We Watched the Movie on that. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much once again for dropping by. Hope you guys are having a great week, and hope it continues to get better for you. And if you're having a shitty week, definitely still hope it gets better for you. So always remember, my little piglets, Colin Porkchop loves y'all the most. Y'all take it easy, guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.